The next factor of production is labor. What is labor? Labor refers to the total of the physical and mental effort of man contributed to the production process. Meaning there are two keywords there: the physical effort of man and the mental effort of man that are being used in the production process. The physical effort is talking about the strength, your natural power, the strength, meaning the aspects that does not require education. So just your strength, that's the physical effort. Then the mental effort talks about your mental skill, meaning you have to get some level of education and training before you can actually make use of mental effort in production. That's on the definition. Then the reward for labor as a factor of production is wages or salaries. Now, on wages and salaries, the paid practice in Nigeria or most African countries is usually salary, which is you work for like 30 days or 20 days working days, then you get paid at the end of the month. But in certain instances, you can actually be paid wages, which is usually calculated hourly, you could earn it weekly or monthly, and so on and so forth. Then, now let's talk about characteristics of labor. Now, like I told you in one of the lessons, that another word used by SSC and UTME for characteristics is attributes or features. So, talking about the features or characteristics of labor, number one, labor is variable in supply. That means it changes. You can actually employ one laborer today or one worker today and get another tomorrow, depending on your productivity level. So it varies in supply. The next attribute of labor is that its reward is wages or salaries. Even though we mentioned that earlier, it's equally an attribute of labor. Okay, that's on attributes of labor. Then we have to talk about types of labor, because labor has various types. Just as we mentioned or stated in the definition that it involves the physical and mental effort of man. So that tells you that basically we have two types of labor: the skilled labor and the unskilled labor. Then in the middle we have a group of workers they call semi-skilled labor. But the basic types are skilled and what? Unskilled. Now, unskilled labor, who or what is a skilled labor? A skilled labor is the worker who makes use of mental effort. It makes use of mental effort in the production process. Now, usually people who are educated are categorized in this class of people, skilled labor. You need to get a good education, get a good training, whether formally or informally. You must be a professional, mentally sound before you can be counted as part of the skilled labor. So examples: graduates, professionals, and so on and so forth. Then we have the second type, which is what? Unskilled labor. Now, on unskilled labor, the unskilled labor is the one who makes use of the physical effort in the production process. Meaning, for you to qualify as an unskilled labor, you don't have or you don't require any educational background. Just use your strength. Examples are truck pushers, load carriers, bricklayers, vulcanizers, and so on and so forth. Those are examples of what? Unskilled labor. Then, like we said, we have one guy or one class of workers in between them, and that is skilled labor. Now, this semi-skilled labor, I usually define semi-skilled labor as a set of people with half-baked education. Half-baked education, what do I mean? If your cake is half-baked, you won't enjoy eating it. Meaning, they are neither illiterate nor literate. Examples include one who just finished a secondary school or West African secondary certificate holder, that is your SSCE. Like, for example, immediately after your secondary school education, you have a very good result, you are qualified to be a semi-skilled labor. Or somebody who has a diploma from university or from a polytechnic. Polytechnic call it OND, meaning Ordinary National Diploma. Okay, so it means for you to be called a complete educated person, you have to go back and get the HND, which is called Higher National Diploma. So examples are school start holders, OND holders, diploma holders, and so on and so forth. Even our institution dropout are equally in this set of workers. Now, that's on types of labor. In our next video, we shall be talking about the other factors of production, which are capital and entrepreneur.